Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, I've got a lot of work ahead of me to try and get this old girl ready for a trip. I'm keen to get away. So, I've gone and bought a heap of car builders. This is what's acoustic deadning mat. So I've already used this before, but yeah, I bought a few more packs. Fairly sticky, fairly tarry base. Prep the surface well, stick it on, roll it on tight. So I've just done one panel at the moment, just wiped it with some alcohol wipe just to remove any contaminants. This stuff is sticking upside down, so the last thing I want is anything peeling and dropping, especially with the hot sun and stuff like that on the roof. So now I'll just measure my area, cut a panel to size, stick it on. Alright, that is the roof done. Now, as for a few offcuts here. So, up the back is perfect spot to put some of those offcuts. See, it sounds very hollow and solid. Alright, now with the roof done, I'm just starting on the doors and just ready to go to the rear door. I'm just using all the offcuts, so obviously you got to cut bits and pieces for your main pieces, but that leaves me with, I'll show you, a box full of bits and pieces, and this stuff is far too expensive to be throwing that kind of stuff out, so I'm just going to plaster all the puzzle pieces wherever I can, and just make use of all of it. Alright then, we've given that side a quick wipe down. It was actually a pain in the arse to get the carpet off of here because it was glued on, so there was a lot of glue to remove, but I've done the best I can. Now this should be a lot easier than the fiddly little pieces on the roof and the doors, so a lot of big spaces to cover. I'll start with wheel arch on this side, go to that side, and then go to the floor, and then slowly work forward. Let's get into it. The reason I've gone for the sound deadener in the Defender is all of these panels are really the only thing separating you and the outside. Most vehicles have inner guards, inner panels, multiple layers. So if you, for instance in this, if you run over a rock and it flicks it up, it hits the guard and it sounds like a gunshot going off back here. Whereas in a more refined vehicle, or in most vehicles, you run over a rock, it hits a guard, and it's just a plastic guard under the vehicle, and there's probably still 3-4 other layers before it was to translate inside. So it's a real pain in the arse, and for me it was a must. That's why I'm doing it straight away. Why car builders? Well, I don't know, there's probably only a couple of brands to choose from. There's probably nothing in it. I actually didn't look at other costs of other brands, but these guys have a pretty good website. They actually have full kits for vehicles, so you don't have to do the math on how much you need. You can just buy, for instance, for the 110 wagon, you can buy a 110 wagon kit. Went with car builders just because their website was pretty damn good. A lot of information, install videos. It is pricey, but if you're looking to keep a vehicle for a long time and comfort is important, then I think this is a must, in my opinion. Alright, now, gave up last night, but this here, this is the insulator that is from car builders as well. Have a look at that. Just a squishy foam. This is like a stage 2. So after your sound deadening mat goes on, this then goes on top of that. It has a removable back layer as well, a sticky back. So pretty simple, measure the size that you need, come out here, cut it out, and then throw it on. So yeah, I'm going to finish this up. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, plenty more to come on this build series. I'm thinking suspension next.